stressing.
Yeah.
So, you can push, that is, you've got your hand, and you can push against another staff. You can push with the end, but this is all about the staff part, the side of the weapon. You can push. You can pull.
Okay.
With the end, or with the shaft of the weapon. You can push with the point, and then that little plucking that you saw, these have enough of an edge that I can pluck even with these, even though these are not.
And it's
actually
completely round.
Yeah, just a safety feature. But you need to be aware that you can both push and pull with the end and with the shaft itself. Now, if you are using just a clear, plain empty shaft with no protection, you can get the plucking motion by doing a hook where you rotate and basically pull with the shaft.
Alright.
So, now, you can use the continuous application of force or the intermittent application of force. What's that mean?
Well, one of them you continue pushing forward.
Yes. For example, I can push against you or your staff continuously, or I can strike. And that can be used to displace your weapon. If, for example, you're protecting yourself, I can strike and then thrust, or strike and then strike. Or I can push you out of the way, holding you out of the way until I'm ready to strike or thrust.
Okay.
I can also use that against your body. If you're in armor and I've got just a stick, you're in armor on a horse or whatever, my ability to cause you serious damage by thrusting against you with a stick, not very great. But if I can get you off balance, especially if I can get 2 or 3 of my peasant buddies to push sticks against you, even though we're not causing you immediate harm, we're disrupting your balance.
Yeah.
And you can also disrupt the balance with little things like this.
Mm.
So, but staff is a lot about movement, manipulation, and balance. Imagine a rectangle that's roughly from our shoulders between us.
Okay.
Kind of an imaginary rectangular zone.
Yeah.
You want to control that zone.
All
Why?
right.
Because if I can thrust, if you're not controlling that zone, I will hit.
Yeah.
If, however, you control that zone and you keep my weapon outside that zone, you're less likely to get hit. Now, that looks pretty safe right there, right? If I know how to do that, yes, I'm at risk because I'm not blocking from you, but if you don't know that I can get around that, you will think you're safe there.
Yeah.
And so there are techniques that we'll talk about how to get around somebody who's got you well blocked or things like that. Obviously, the best or the most obvious target is going to be the head, chest, hands, and arms.
All right.
We generally don't target anything at or below the knee.
Okay.
That's for safety reasons.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
The groin is a great target.
Ding, 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 ding.
Because if I strike here and you try to defend naturally, the next blow is there. You have a cuff in.
Yes.
Good.
That's why I ran home to
That's,
grab this and that.
that's always important. So, we're going to be, yes?
He catches way faster than.
So, there are other things you can do in association with this. For example, if I'm coming in, I engage your weapon, and I'm going to basically do a pull, I can set you up for other stuff. Or here, or here. You can use the forearm and all of that as part of the manipulation.
Now, for all this, you're keeping both knuckles up the entire time, right?
Not necessarily.
So you're switching.
There are 3 ways that you can hold the weapon. Right, wrong, and indifferent. Thumbs both toward the center, thumbs to the left, thumbs to the right. Don't do both thumbs out.
Okay.
That just doesn't look right. And so you can transition between positions. I can be here, and then I may transition to thumbs in. I may transition. I'm unlikely to transition to both thumbs to my right unless I'm going to do something like this.
Okay, so you can read somebody based on their head if you give them hand time.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Because I may use any number of different hand positions with any number of different grips and positions, and I may just be messing with it. So there is a significant head game. You can have your thumb there, you can have your thumb here. And if I'm expecting you to try to knock this out of my hand, I'm going to have my thumb around. If I'm expecting to do more thrusting action or transitions, I may be holding my thumb along the line.
All right.
So there are all kinds of things you can do that don't involve necessarily thrusting directly against your opponent's face or chest or things like that, or striking. You can strike the weapon to beat it out of the way. You can push the weapon to get it out of the way. Are you familiar with over, under, around, and through?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, I can push you, and then you can go over me, over, or under me, around. That's over.
Around.
Around.
So let's
There are a number of different ways. Go ahead and get your point high. Are you familiar with the Duplierin?
The Duplaren, I'm always iffy on that one.
Okay. Go ahead and take a right hand lead
All right.
and think your
I'm
right hand.
left-handed, so-
Okay, your left hand. In that case, take your dominant hand forward. Now, if you're left-handed, dominant hand forward. Now, I've got your weapon engaged. I gotta do this for a lefty. Now,
Oh.
bring your right hand to your left elbow.
Oh,
To your left
That-
elbow. Yes. Now,
that's
strike across my face.
On the inside.
Because I get that one in the abscess and liver mess back
Yeah.
and forth.
So, that is one way to go around. The other way to go around is just all the way around.
There.
We don't do that because that's a 360 and that'll decapitate someone. Through, you can just force directly through. You just power through. And so those are some basic ways to deal with somebody who's got their weapon up there. You can push it out of the way. You can beat it out of the way. You can go over it, under it, around it, or through it. So
Okay.
those are just some basic things to think about. So